It is important for caretakers to discuss these issues with children. It is important for parents to let the kids know that it is an open situation to talk about them. However, the discussion shouldn't be forced. The child should know that if they want to come and they want to talk about something, that they can. When you're talking to them, it is very important to be honest, to really tell them what happened. The child will find out details of what happened, and you don't want to affect the sense of trust between the child and the caretaker. So it's important to be honest. You also have to engage the child at his or her appropriate age and developmental level. What I mean by that is that sometimes maybe the discussion will take a different approach, and it will not only be a talk, but it may be through play, it may be through pictures, through stories. Many times the parents will feel like they need to repeat what they said, and this is good. Repetition is good. It gives them a sense of reassurance. What children care the most at this point is about their own safety. They worry when something happens, no matter where it is in the world, that something might happen to them or to their family. It is okay to give them a sense of safety, to tell them that they are protected. They are looking for that reassurance. Something else that happens during a situation like this is that children feel very much out of control. Anything that can be done to give children a sense of control would be good. They could get engaged in helping with any school activity, let's say, or community activity that may be helping the place where the disaster occurred, and that gives them a sense of participation with their community, and it makes them feel good. Parents should also talk about not only the disaster, but any good news that may be happening around the disaster. For example, how different parts of the world all are coming together to help this nation and things like that. These are important things for kids to listen as well. According to the developmental level, children will respond to these type of issues differently. So for example, a preschooler may respond differently than a school age than an adolescent. And an adolescent may tend to withdraw and may not want to talk about it. A school age may develop some somatic symptoms, have headaches, stomach aches, and not want to go to school. While a very young kid, a preschooler, may become more clingy. So the way that we approach them is also differently. With the very young ones, if it can be through art and through play, that is good, because kids communicate this way, and they may be able to communicate some anxiety that they may have about this incident in that manner. With the adolescents, it's important to give them the space so that they can reflect, but at the same time, we want to make sure that they feel that they are protected and that they are safe, and that the conversation is open if they want to discuss what happened. It is important to be honest. It is important to let them know that these things do happen and that what happened was a tragedy. It is important also to restrict some of these images. Some of them really can be upsetting to many children, young or older, and it is okay to restrict the level of exposure on the news and TV. There are certain populations of kids that are at special risk. For example, kids that have a history of trauma, of prior trauma, may be more vulnerable to the exposure to these images. So you may want to protect those kids even further. As these conversations are taking place in the family and as the kids learn about what is happening, it is important for the parents to monitor the level of anxiety of their children. If the worry seems excessive, it might be necessary to involve professional help through a consultation.